doing another one of these vlog update style videos that I said I'd do more of. I can't really remember what I updated to the last time, or kind of how long ago it was that I did the last update video. I think it was the day after Neve went back to uni, but I can't remember. So I'm going to go with it being the day after Neve went back to uni. So the major like stock update thing that I did on the website the week before that, I think it was the week before that, has been a major success. Things have been a lot smoother. So although it was an absolute nightmare, I'm saying it was a nightmare to do, it wasn't, it was just a lot of work. And I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely hated my life doing it. I hated my life standing counting at midnight on the Wednesday. My back hated my life, my feet hated my life. The Thursday was you know, pretty tough, like sitting for hours at the laptop, not moving, going through, making sure that everything was right and up to date and what have you. But it really has been worth it, because I haven't been getting, what was happening was people were ordering things, and then when I was going to send it out, it wasn't there, and it should have been there. And I wasn't really sure where the errors were coming from. And also what sometimes was happening is I was going into the website each week to do my restock, and the website was telling me I didn't have something, so I would reorder it, and then when it came and I went to put it away, I would have it. So yeah, so it was just basically all over the place. So those things, touch wood, haven't been happening. So yeah, so it was really worth it. It was, although it was a bit of a nightmare and it was hard work and it seemed to go on forever, it was definitely worth it. So hopefully things from your end, from a customer's end, has been a little bit more streamlined as well. So yeah, so I've been a little bit more organised with things. Obviously running a business on your own, when you're just a one person band, you know, other than I occasionally get a little bit help from my stepdaughter Sophia, so she sometimes helps me picking orders, she's doing that now sometimes around college if she's got time. Occasionally Andy will give me a hand if it's quite busy on a weekend, like over the weekend. But the vast majority of the time it's me. So I do the website, I do the stock ordering, I do the picking, the packing, the videoing, the editing, the podcast recording, the podcast editing, the upload. I do everything. So it can be a lot. And you know, obviously I run the Facebook group side of things. I mean, obviously that's not really to do with the business, but it's kind of, people see it now as kind of part of the business. But I do all the social media, I do all of that side of it. So like I say, it can kind of be a lot, and I've been trying to be a little bit more organised. So I've had the podcast, I've recorded quite a few episodes of the podcast, so I've got them scheduled to go out. I'm still trying to pinpoint exactly recording episodes with other guests, so being able to record that, say over Zoom, or like a way of doing that, and then extracting the audio to upload as a podcast. So once I have that sorted out, I have got some people who want to come on the podcast, so that should be really fun, and so there should be quite a few guest podcast episodes come out as well. So yeah, so the latest episode that came out was on fabric stash and pattern stash, and that episode, it's actually, I've had loads of really great feedback about that episode as well. And that episode came about, or my thought process around that episode was kind of, my sewing room was a tip. I say it was a tip, it wasn't. By some people's standards it probably wasn't a tip, but by my standards it was. I can't work in mess, and I know for some people, like, that is part of their creative process, but I just can't. I get really stressed out about it. Everything has to be away, it has to be, you know, in cupboards or tidied away as much as possible. And yeah, so I'd spent sort of like the day tidying round, sorting the cupboards out, and then that had also had to come about because I just had so many disasters with everything I tried to sew over the last few weeks, and some of that had been because my machines needed servicing and they just weren't operating properly, and some of that was because my fabric choices or my faux leather choices had been I'm trying to think of the word that isn't going to get me kicked off YouTube, but not great, we'll go with. So I've got a lot of faux leathers in my stash that I've had for a very, very long time, and they weren't the greatest purchases. They were probably at the lower end of the quality spectrum, and I've had them for a very long time, and because I've got them there and you know, I don't want them to go to waste, I want to use them up, and I tend to use them when I am doing trial runs, and because I've got lots of videos of tutorials that I want to put out, I've been trial running lots of different things, and they have all gone Pete Tong, and like literally every single one of them I've done has gone Pete Tong, to the point where I've been like, I can't even sew, I can't even, like, you know, it's driving me nuts. So I was like, right, I need to sort through all these faux leathers that I've got and figure out which ones are suitable and which ones aren't, because I know it's not me. I know I can sew bags, I know that, you know, it's not, it is me, it's my choices, it's not my ability, it's my choices. So that was a big reason behind it as well. So that was another sort of factor in sorting through it all, and also my pattern stash, because I have quite a big pattern stash, and you know, you forget what you've got. I've got the ones that I've printed off, and again, I'm a bit of a creature of habit. I like the patterns that I like, those ones that I've tried, and those ones that I know work, and the ones that I've probably hacked to bits and added on things that I like, and then I just sew and sew and sew and sew and sew, and then I tend not to try new ones, even though I've bought them because I love them or I want to support the designer. And they're all on a memory stick, to be fair, so unless I go on the memory stick and I go through them all, I forget quite a lot of the time what I've got. So I was trying to sort of think about having everything organised. So one of the things I have done is, and this file is massive, it's far too big, I've been through every single pattern that I own, and I've printed off the front sheet of every single pattern, and so I can go through if I want to make something, or if I see a pattern and I think, well, have I got something similar, like am I just replicating something that I've already got. And because I knew that the bag bundle, the So Modern Bags bag bundle was coming out today, and I knew I was going to buy it because there was a couple of patterns in there that I wanted. I knew what was going to be in the bundle because I was asked to be an affiliate for that, for the bundle. So I knew I wanted to buy it because there was a good couple of patterns in there that I wanted. And although I'm an affiliate, you still purchase the bundle yourself as well. You don't get given the bundle as an affiliate. So I knew I was going to be adding 20 odd patterns to my stash, because the bundle is, you get it's $25 for 24 patterns, plus tax, because obviously in the UK would pay tax. So I think it works out about $30 for 24 patterns, which I think by the time you convert it is about 25 quid. So it's really good value, and there is some amazing patterns in there. I'll post my link in the description box down below. Like I say, it is an affiliate link, so I do earn a small commission, but that doesn't cost you anything extra. But it literally works out like £1 something a pattern for each one, and there are some amazing patterns in there. So I have purchased that, I have printed out all of those, and they are all in there. So as of this moment, every single pattern that I own is in that file. So I can look through and, you know, have a look and see what I want to be sewing, what I want to be trying, and I'm hoping that'll kind of spur my creativity a little bit, because I think I've kind of, because everything that I've tried to do lately has gone Pete Tong, it really has affected my sojo. And yeah, so I need to get back on it. Every time I've come in the sewing room, because the sewing room's my office as well, I found other things to do. I found admin to do, I found website stuff to do, I found, you know, I've been researching different podcast episodes. I've got a video making list as long as my arm, because I've been researching making the videos I want to make, but the sojo part of it is just really escaping me, and I really do think it's just because, like I say, everything I've tried to do has gone wayward. So I need to go and buy some nicer, sort of more supple faux leathers, you know, in the black, what have you. I do quite often work in leather, and a lot of the things that I want to make, I do want to make in leather, but I'll always do a trial run in faux leather first, because obviously it's cheaper. The leather's very expensive. So yeah, and to be fair, probably with the things that I've tried to do, I probably would have worked out better in leather, because yeah, it probably would have. But hey ho. I mean, this is one of the projects. I'm actually doing a video for the, I don't know whether it's Maeve or Maeve bag, the Bloomin' Rose, and this is actually about the third incarnation. And again, kind of my fault, because I've gone through 3 different faux leathers and they've all been the same way. I got them from the same place. Like, sorry, I've got a hair on my lip. So it's like, why am I doing it? Why am I trying to make a round peg fit in a square hole? Why am I doing it? So yeah, I need to go and get some, like I say, more supple, more workable faux leather. I have done a one in like sort of a canvas, and it works, it goes together beautifully, but I just want to do another one in a faux leather before I film the video. And I say, I've done sort of the version with the sort of, I can't even think of the word I want to use, like I just can't get words out at the moment. But the version I actually want to do in the video is I've got a rose embroidery pattern that I want to embroider on. It's beautiful, and I just think that would look gorgeous. So yeah, so that is the plans. But I have been filming this morning, so I have got a couple of sort of like masterclass videos coming out in the next day or two that people have requested, and then from those videos I've kind of got another few that will come out off the back of them as well. So I'm kind of hoping that they will ignite my sojo until my other faux leathers come. So yeah, I think that's kind of all that there is to kind of update on. There's lots of new products on the website come in, and off the back of the sort of major stock check, all of things that were actually out of stock, not just what the website was telling me was out of stock, have been ordered and are starting to come in now. I've got a big box out in the unit now to go and add to the website, so that will be done probably today, if not first thing tomorrow. So yeah, it's all been quite sort of go. So even though I might not sort of like put a video out or anything, and it might seem like I'm being quite quiet, there's always something going on in the background. I kind of never stop. I'm always quite busy. But yeah, so there will be some videos coming out in the next day or two. If you, like always, if you've ever got any questions, feel free to ask. Drop me a message or drop me a comment in the comment box down below. You can always find me on my website, which is www.maymademakes.co.uk. If you put in May Made Makes on either Instagram or Facebook, you will find my pages there. Or I'm always in my Facebook group, which is the UK Bag Makers Society. It is a UK only Facebook group. So yeah, you can find me on those. I do have a couple of Patreon people to say thank you to for joining in the last week. So I have Sarah Hellier, I have Fiona Clark, and I have Pip Haynes, I think I've said that right, who've all joined my Patreon channel in the last week. So thank you very much for supporting me. It does mean the absolute world. You should have had a couple of videos over on the YouTube channel, and as always, any videos that I put out on YouTube will go over onto the Patreon channel, so you can watch them ad free, so you don't have to watch the adverts on the videos if you don't want to. So as always, thank you very, very much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely week, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.